Okay, in this question, Joseph found the following plants and animals in a certain habitat while camping. So habitat is what? Habitat is where a population of organisms stays, where they stay. So let's look at, the question is how many populations are there in this habitat? So remember, population is of one organism, and it includes the young to the adult. So basically throughout the life cycle of the organism. So let's look at adult mosquito. So that's one type of organism. The mosquito larva is also part of the organism, the population of mosquitoes, because it is the young of the adult mosquito. And then you also have the mosquito pupa, which is also part of the life cycle of the mosquito. So this mosquito pupa, adult mosquito, and mosquito larvas are all considered one population of mosquitoes. Next, we have the frog and the tadpole of the frog. So again, both of them are under the same life cycle of a frog, so this is also considered one population of frogs. Then we have the water stick insect, that's one population by itself. Duckweed is also one population by itself. Water lettuce is one population. Pond skater is one population. So altogether I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 populations in this habitat. And the answer is number 2. Let's look at this question. The following line chart shows the effect of temperature on the population size of 3 different organisms, X, Y, and Z. So size of population and temperature. So what this thing is saying, as the temperature goes up, what happens to the size of the population? So if we look at X, X is as the temperature goes up, the size of the population is going up. For Y, as the temperature goes up, the size of the population remains neutral. And for Z is as the temperature goes up, the size of the population will go down. But interestingly, there's a peak. Alright, it will go up at first, then it will go down. Let's take a look at the answer. So which one of the following statements is false? Every time you see a question like this, what is true, what is false, always label T and F for true and false at the end of each option. So after that, you just choose. So organism Y is able to live with the change in temperature. Organism Y is able to live with the change in temperature. So that's true because it's basically, it doesn't get affected by the change in temperature at all. So this is a true statement. Organism Z must move to a place cooler than 28 degrees in order to survive. Alright, let's come to this later. The population size of X increases as the temperature increases. The population of X increases as population increase as temperature increase. So this is also true. Organism Z thrives at about 28 degrees Celsius. So this is an important word. Thrives means have the most number of, or able to reproduce the most and be the largest population. So if you look at it, that's quite true. At 28 degrees Celsius, organism Z is the most. So that would be a true statement. So let's look at this one. The population size wait a minute. Let's look at this. Organism Z must move to a place cooler than 28 degrees in order to survive. Now if you look at this, right, when it's greater than 28 degrees, it is still surviving. It's just lesser than 28 degrees, but there are still there is still a population of organism Z. So survive, if it doesn't survive, the graph would look like this. So if it doesn't survive, right, the population will look like this. So this is 28 degrees Celsius. This is the line. So it would look like it will go maybe down, and then once it passed the 28 degrees Celsius, it will like collapse in the population. So this would be a graph of an organism that does not survive past 28 degrees Celsius. So the population, so organism Z must move to a place cooler than 28 degrees Celsius in order to survive. So this is actually a false statement. And this is also false because it doesn't need to move to a place cooler. Anything that's warmer than 28, it also survives at warmer than 28. So therefore, the statement that's false is number 2.